Hey, I'm Jason Reed with the Duplex Doctors. Today I just want to talk about a few cost-saving items that I think everybody will love because they're very inexpensive, and not only do they save you money, they will actually save you time and maybe a headache. The first one, I've got a little presentation here. This is the drain weasel. No, I'm not getting paid by Drain Weasel, but the item here, you can take this and put these little things down into the drain. You'll be shocked at what you pull out. A lot of times there's enough hair where you actually think it's alive. And if you don't want to touch the hair, there's actually two of these that come with each thing. You can actually throw them away. I don't throw them away. I just get a glove and get rid of the hair and other gunk that comes with it. The beauty of this item though is that you can give it to your tenant and show them how it works. It's pretty simple. You just put it down in the drain and spin it a little bit and it will collect all the hair. I find that the drain companies, before I knew about this item, would charge you anywhere from $200 just to show up to like $400 just to take some hair out of the drain. The beauty of this too is that you give it to your tenants, $8 for one tenant, $8 for another if you have a duplex, or if you have more units, certainly give everyone. They will be able to use this themselves, and a lot of times they won't ever have to call you saying, hey, the drain is backing up, I don't know what to do. I took a shower and now there's 2 feet of water sitting in the tub. So this is a beautiful item for $8. It's going to save you money, and it's also probably a lot of times going to save you from even getting a call from your tenant. The reality is a lot of the buildings were built back in the late 1800s and early 1900s. A number of them, I'd say maybe 25% of the buildings, if not more than that, have stone foundations. That's one place that's super susceptible to creatures getting into the house, mice in general, bugs as well. A lot of times tenants will absolutely freak out if they see a mouse. Me, I don't have a problem with it, but with this product, generally I would say somewhere time between September and November, you're going to tend to have mice trying to get into the property. This is called mouse magic. Once again, I'm not getting paid a huge fee to do this, or any fee for that matter, but their product looks similar to like maybe 6 tea bags full of spearmint and peppermint, I believe is the ingredients to it. You smell it slightly when you put it in the property. To give my own personal experience with it, I had a mouse that would get in the siding of a property and it would go up the side of the house and you'd hear it at all times of the day. And then eventually it got into the attic. And what I did is I went and got mouse traps, and then we weren't able to trap it for some reason. It was a very clever mouse. So the second time I went back to get more mouse traps, the gentleman that was working at the store said, hey, don't buy any more mouse traps, just buy this. And I put them in the attic, and I also put them in the basement. They last about 3 months. When I did put those in my attic, I did not hear the mouse ever again. It didn't come back. It didn't die somewhere in my attic and smell even worse than any other thing that I can ever think of, because I've smelt them when they die. But it saves you a ton of money. Tenants don't freak out and say, oh, I'm leaving because you have mice, or they call you up and hysterical and it could be a guy or a girl, it doesn't really matter. I've seen both sexes freak out over mice, so that's something, and this is about $10. So once again, super item, is gonna save you a ton of money. The last thing I would say that is going to save you money that I would always have on hand is a wet dry vac. You could have a situation where something overflows. Worst case scenario, it's maybe sewage that backs up. I would have one on hand that you can carry even if it's full of water, even if that means only like a 5 or 10 gallon one. I think they go up to maybe about a 30 gallon product for a wet dry vac. They're great for cleaning hallways and things like that, but the main thing is you're gonna save yourself if there's a sewage backup or a water backup in the basement, or somewhere that you have finished space that you need to get rid of the water right away. Have that on hand. The most expensive wet dry vac that I'm aware of is around $120, and they're usually less than that. And they could certainly save you thousands of dollars if you have something backing up. Plus it's a convenience thing. If you have sewage backing up on a property, it can be really expensive, and it can also be pretty darn disgusting for your tenants. So those 3 items will cost you, let's say, $125, and it's a super investment. Thanks for watching today. If you have any questions, feel free to call me. My cell phone is 612-332-9000. Thank you.